Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
I'm pretty well, ma'am. How about you?
I am good. Thank you for asking. How is your day going?
The day was little bit hectic and I
Mm-hmm.
was occupied with a lot of work. But yeah, even I have some headache, but I can
Oh,
manage myself.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's the last day of the week. Tomorrow it's the weekend. You can relax if you have a holiday. Do you?
Actually, tomorrow I don't. Yeah, tomorrow I have holiday. Actually, Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Got it. Okay, then. So, since we're meeting for the first time, a very warm welcome, and I'd like to introduce myself. All right.
Sure, sure. And,
So, as you may already know, my name is Rupali and I'm an English language trainer. I've been teaching for the past 2 years and I'm from Chandigarh.
nice to hear about you.
All right. Would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Sanjay Singh, and I hail from Madhya Pradesh. I was born and brought up out there, and I'm connecting to you from Surat right now. And I'm working as a professional. I'm working one of the MNCs as a production manager, and this is all about.
All right. Okay. Wonderful. So, how is the weather there in Surat? You're wearing a hoodie, so
Mm.
I guess it's cold.
It is not that much. What we have started wearing in the morning time, in the evening time,
Okay.
we wear winter cloth, but it is not freezing. It is not frigid, I would say. Uh,
Okay. That's
mm.
good. That is good. All right. All right.
In
Okay.
Chandigarh, I think there would
It's
be
pretty cold.
yeah, cold because yeah, in Punjab.
Yeah, it is cold. It is cold.
Mhm, mhm,
I
mhm,
mean, I wouldn't say it's very cold, but for the
mhm,
past 2, 3 days, the weather has not been that
mhm,
good. It's a little bit
mhm,
cloudy, foggy.
mhm.
That's
Okay.
all. Yes,
Mhm.
all right. Okay, then. So let's start the session. Tell me, what would you like to talk about in the session?
Any topic, anything if you want to. So you can bombard any question. I would love to answer you because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch session
No?
topic
Okay.
and yeah.
No worries, no worries. I'll tell you. The topic is basically electronic devices, technology,
Okay.
gadgets. That's our
Mhm.
topic. Okay. Right now, you had a headache. You have a headache, so I think right now you don't want
It's
to talk
okay. I
about
can
any
manage, man.
gadgets
I
or
can manage.
anything.
Mhm.
All right. So technology or gadgets, we can say, they become a very
Mhm.
crucial part of our lives, right? Right now, we are connecting to each other. I'm sure you're using a laptop. I'm using my laptop as well, right?
Earlier, I used to use mobile, but recently I have bought a laptop.
Okay.
I started using laptop.
It is much more convenient because on your phone screen it's so tiny, so you can't really see the other person that well, and then there's a matter
Right,
of
right,
keeping the
right.
phone somewhere. But with laptop, you
Mhm.
can say it and keep it, and
Yes.
I think it's good. All
Mhm.
right. So talking about gadgets, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, first of all, let's just talk about technology in general. Then we'll
Mhm.
come later to gadgets and all, right? And there is a saying that how you use something, in what ways you use something, defines its pros and cons. So for you, is technology a boon or is it a bane?
It is a boon for me because
Okay.
I try to use technology in productive way, in fruitful way.
Hmm.
So it is kind of boon for me. It is kind of pros for me because apart from fruitful thing, I do not watch anything. Even I do not watch reel. I do not watch any movie. So it is kind of learning tool for me. And since morning to evening, in the morning time, I do watch spiritual discourses
Okay.
and I listen to spiritual discourses. And I have installed S Fluency and some application where I can practice my English. And so I for that I have installed Thread. That is application where I can uh, get English content and so these are the
Hmm.
things that it has become a learning tool for me. And I nowadays I'm using Chat GPT and all these things. So uh, whenever I stuck in my company, so ChatGPT provide me solution as well. So
Mm-hmm.
ChatGPT, Thread, YouTube. So these are kind of I listen to speech podcast, conversation with two person, and so technology is for boon for me in and this is the blessing of I would say pandemic because
In a way.
since then it is evolving,
Yeah.
and now it has become a crucial and prominent thing for society.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. That's correct. I do agree with you in
And
that.
on contrary, it is vain for cons for other person, because if they are indulging very much into unfruitful, unproductive, and every time they are spending in a screen, so they would be lethargic and they would be couch potato and they won't be able to do productive work, and they will be demotivated. They will be drained after watching a lot of negativity, and
Mm-hmm.
so it is
That's
subjective.
true.
It is varies person to person.
It does. It does vary
Mm,
from person to person. Again, the statement I said, right? How you use something defines its pros or
mhm,
cons, right?
mhm, mhm.
Okay. All right. Lovely. Before we move ahead, some very small, tiny things that I'd like to correct or how we could have said them better. So, first of all, you said that technology for me is a boon. Perfect. Then you said pros for me. So, it is not pros, 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 pros.
PROS.
PROS, right? And instead of saying pros for me, you could have said the pros of technology for me are
Pros.
these, right?
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then you said that you use a lot of technology, chat GPT and all. Whenever I stuck in my company, so this
I
would
get stuck.
get stuck and in company work, right? You can't get stuck in the company because that will entail something
Yeah.
else,
In company
right?
work.
Yeah,
Mhm,
whenever I get stuck in my office work, company work, I
mhm.
use the help of chat GPT, right? And then you said I watch or listen to a lot of podcast conversation with the two person. So you will say instead of with two person, you can say conversations between two people, right?
Two
That will
people.
be better
Okay.
because you're not having conversations with somebody. You're listening
Mhm.
to conversations between somebody, right?
Okay. So between two person is wrong.
No, you said with two person. So between would be better.
Okay,
Between two
between.
person or
Okay.
two persons, or I would
Okay.
say people would be better. Two people,
Okay. Got it.
right?
Got it.
Right. And you
Mhm.
said, yeah. So this one, and you said that then we spend a lot of time in screen, not
On
in,
screen.
on screen. Yes, we can't
Okay.
get inside, right? Just on
Mhm.
the screen. All right. Yeah. That being
Mhm.
said, you mentioned that for you it is a boon, right? All right. So, which is that gadget that you use a lot? Your favorite gadget, your go to gadget?
Mobile, of course, I use mobile,
Mm-hmm.
and apart from this, I do not use. So now I have started using a laptop, and
Mm-hmm.
apart from these, I do not use anything.
Anything. For
Mhm.
most of the people, if you ask them this question, they would say mobile phones, smartphones, because it is a mini gadget that has everything in it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's right.
Right.
The whole world we have in our hand, actually.
Yes,
Mhm.
on our fingertips. Whatever we
Mhm.
want, just Google it,
Mhm.
go on
One click
ChatGPT,
away.
one click away, right? Yes. Okay. Like you said that after pandemic this has become quite normal for us. Before that people were not using, you know, we were not using these video call apps as much.
Mm.
And me for instance, before COVID-19 I didn't use any UPIs. After that I started using actually. So this has become a new normal for us, right? But if we had to live without technology, without all these facilities or gadgets, how different do you think your life would be, or in general human life would be?
So I started using these gadgets, the technology after I think 2009. Before 2009, I used to not use smartphone,
Hmm.
so I was able to survive, and I think is I think so. We used to communicate, and we used to not message everybody. There was not WhatsApp. So life was going on, and so there was no problem. But
Hmm.
time has changed, and it has become a need for human being.
It's
And
need of the hour.
so I think this is the demand of time, and that was the demand. Actually, we were not getting problem because the things were not at that time.
Yes, we were
Uh,
not aware of these things, that these
hmm,
things
hmm,
would
hmm.
be possible.
But if after if the things would be not uh, and if they would be not no longer, so I think after definitely we will get some problem for some days for a while, but then we will adjust according to time. And
It will take
because
some time. Hmm.
this is the internet, and this is not going to last forever. Definitely it will be evolved by time, but it is not going to last forever.
Hmm. That's true. It's true.
So we have
Everything
to,
evolves with time, but
yeah, we have to adjust,
hmm,
accept and avoid sometime. Mhm.
that is correct. That's correct. And talking about this, you said that. So this reminded me of digital detox. Have you tried that ever? Not using any gadget for the day or for a few hours, maybe.
Actually, I would say that it has become need for today's generation and today life, but I have willpower, and if I will think that I should
Hmm.
not use this, so definitely uh,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot. But
Okay.
for a while, if I do not use my mobile, so even sometime I feel that I'm missing something, and there will be some message, and so if I have such types of willpower, so I'm thinking that I'm not feeling well, but those who
Mhm.
are indulging very much, and so how they will live without gadget, without mobile?
True,
I
true,
think
true.
that would be disheartening for them, I think.
Yes, it'll be
Mhm.
like a withdrawal. Now,
Mhm.
when you do not use any alcohol or some drugs
Mhm.
and your body starts showing those
Mhm.
withdrawal symptoms, similar way, brain will start showing that, where is the screen? Hmm?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you said that I have very strong willpower, and if I say that okay, I'm not going to look at the screen or using anything, I cannot. Not cannot. Can shows ability. You will say I do not. If I say that
I
I'm
do.
not going to, then I do not look at it. Not I cannot.
Okay.
Because
Okay, I
can
do
is
not.
different, right? You can do it, but you are choosing not to.
Okay,
So
okay,
I
got
do
it.
not.
Mhm.
I do not.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
All right. Okay. So you have never tried it. Have you heard of people trying digital detox? Because you must have heard of there are retreats, people go to get away from the hectic life, and they go to some places. There are lots of ashrams as well. You can go. Phones are not allowed over the weekend or for few days you stay there. Have you heard of
Actually,
these places?
yeah, so there will be some places where people are heading, and the phones or gadgets are not allowed. Uh, and, but I suppose uh, they wouldn't have been heading out there because but if I take my instance, so once in a year I visit Mount Abu, and
Okay.
there is a headquarter of Brahma Kumaris, and I am associated with Brahma Kumaris.
Okay.
So for 3 or 4 days I visit once in a year
Okay.
there, but they don't have such types of restriction that you cannot use your mobile. But for the sake of my empowerment, for the sake of uh, my wellness and meditation, I do
Mm-hmm.
not use during that period my
Okay.
mobile. I just keep my mobile in mute,
On
and
mute.
I do not unmute, and I do not turn on my internet.
That's good.
And yeah, so in such a way, I can restrict myself.
Hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and so because if I will keep on watching the things in mobile, so I won't be able to concentrate my mind out there, and my mind uh, will be wandering here and there,
Yes, yes, yes.
uh, rather than focusing on the spiritual discourses and uh,
True.
on aura of the,
What
that
really you went there to do, you will be
that village.
distracted from that. Mm-hmm. All right, all right. So this is a kind of digital detox. I mean, no, not
Mm,
entirely
mm, mm, mm,
detoxing, but to some
mm.
level, right? You're
Yes,
not using it. That's good. That's good. All right. So very small things. You said taking myself. I take myself instance. I sorry. You said I take my instance. How we use instances? Let's take me for instance. So not my, me.
let's take me step. And for
Me,
instance,
for instance, because we see a for instance. So it will be for
mm,
instance, let's take my
mm,
example, or let's take
mm,
me for example.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, right.
right? And again, when we talk about phones, internet, anything, we do not say in the phone. It will be on the phone. I'm not on my phone as much instead of I'm in my phone, because in is inside something. It
Inside,
can't be
okay.
inside, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And yes, so just look at the chat if you can. I'm sending you these words. Okay, I want you to pronounce them for me. There are two words. Okay, okay, just pronounce them for me once.
Wandering, wandering.
Which one is wandering and which one is wondering?
Second one is wandering, and first one is wandering.
Wandering, yes. The
Uh,
WAN is
mm,
wandering and the ON
that
is
is
wondering.
wonder. Yeah,
But while
wandering.
you were speaking, you made a mistake here,
Okay.
right? You were saying
Wandering is
my
right.
mind would be wandering, but you said my mind would be wondering. So it will be like my mind would be thinking, right? I got
Right.
what you were trying to say, but just we have to take care of the pronunciation
Yes, yes,
while
of
speaking.
course. Otherwise, meaning would be changed.
Yes, yes, right. I mean, in this instant, it won't matter that much, right? Because wondering, wandering, okay, in this either one you can use, but you were trying to use the specific one, so we'll have to focus on that. Okay. Anyways, like you said that after the COVID, so many new technologies are coming up, right? These tech companies, IT industries flourishing at a very fast rate. Is there any new technology that you've been waiting to try? AI has become pretty common. There is this Apple Vision Pro. Have you heard of it?
Actually, I have heard about mm, AI-based. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yesterday I
Okay.
have watched that they are going to implement, and they will work alongside along with human. And
Okay.
yeah, so
Robot.
actually, robot, and that is visual model of human body, and
Okay. So in the
and
metaverse, they'll be there.
yes, and the CEO of OpenAI,
Hmm.
and he told that they will work, and they will work like human body, and and that gadget, I would say, that AI stuff is uh, going to take, I would say, that there will be layoff, and there will be layoff in the companies, because they are going to uh, work in place of human body. So
Yeah.
300 million job
It's a lot.
and job would be in I would
People
say
would
that
say
in
basically,
problem.
yeah, job roles, certain job roles, we can say
Yeah.
would be phased out entirely, and
Mhm.
because
Yes.
AI would streamline the
Yeah.
work.
AI is going to replace human body, and I think that 60%. And but on the other hand, the working hours going to reduce.
Hmm.
We are working 6 days out of 7 days, so
Hmm.
we'd be able to work for 4 days.
That's
And
a
the working hours is going to reduce. On the other hand, they will companies definitely we
will
will
shift
face
over
a
to it.
layoff.
Hmm.
We will face layoff. So both there will be chance of reduce the
Right
work
now,
hours.
right now, for the past few years, so many layoffs have been happening, right? Still, they are
Yes.
going on. Job
Mm,
market is down.
mm.
It'll
So,
take some. Hmm. Go on.
but I think it is being implemented outside. I think America and somewhere else. But I think it will
Everything
take
comes
time
a
in
little
India.
later in India, right?
Mhm,
Everything.
mhm.
Yeah, it'll, but it is slowly. I would say it'll take few years, or I would say time for this thing to be implemented entirely, right? And
Right,
then
right.
it'll become a new normal for us. We'll forget everything that has
Mhm,
happened, and we'll
mhm.
be like, oh yeah, this is a very pretty normal thing for us.
In Japan, in somewhere else, I have heard that robot are doing surgery and they are assisting
Yes,
doctors.
yeah, that's
But
also.
I haven't heard in India that robots are doing such types of thing.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think they are not entirely robots, but they are robotic arms or something. So they are uh, programmed in that way by the surgeons, and
Mhm.
yeah, the surgeons they overlook the surgery because
Right.
at the
Mhm.
end we are humans and our hands sometimes. So that
Mhm.
precision cannot be done by the surgeons. That's why, yeah, in India, I don't think that high tech technology has come yet. Maybe in the future it will come. And Japan is very
Yes.
advanced, right? If you look at, have you seen Japan's convenience stores?
Convenience store.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see.
No, you should check out some videos on YouTube. So their convenience store, basically, some convenience store they do not have any employees. It is completely
Okay.
managed
Oh,
by a robot. So you go and everything is there. Okay, there is no person inside. You pay to the robot and everything is just done by that. It is open to everybody. I was like, if
oh,
something like this can't happen in India,
okay.
at
So
least
how
not
they are paying actually
now.
after getting stuff and how they are paying?
Uh, so basically, everything is obviously there are cameras, right, to
There will be, yeah,
look at the
definitely.
thing. So you
Big,
buy
big.
something, there are microwaves there. So you heat up your food, you pay there, you eat your food, and then you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very advanced. They also
Mm-hmm.
have robot waiters that is available in India as well. You might have heard. Have
Yeah.
you?
Uh, somewhere, yeah, they have robot, but I
In
don't have
I
that much
think
idea. That.
I think Bangalore or maybe Pune. I think I don't know. I've heard people have told me, but again, it is
Mm-hmm.
something that is not that common in India.
Mm-hmm.
Robots are taking over. One day they'll take over. Do you think that one day robots will take over the entire world?
Actually, they cannot take over because they have been made by human, and there will be some flaws as well, and
Mm-hmm.
definitely they will be controlled by human because
Mm-hmm.
and I think the most giant creature of in this world is human, and
It is.
nobody is bigger than human, I think.
Mm-hmm. That there are so many movies also based on this concept. The
Mhm.
robots taking over the world, but at the end, it's a human controlling those robots.
Mhm.
So I agree with you in that regard.
Mhm.
All right. Anyways, Mr. Sanjay, we've come to the end of the session. So our time together has come to an end. I want to firstly ask you if you have any questions, any doubts, Anything you'd like to share or ask, and then I'll proceed with the feedback.
Now, so I have been practicing more than 1 year, and I'm going to complete in 1 year and 2 months. In this
Okay.
January, I will complete my 1 year, 2 months.
2 months.
So
Okay.
in terms of vocabulary, I have inculcated a lot, and I read, listen to spiritual discourses on daily basis. Even
Mm.
before, apart from this session, I talk in as fluency in other application.
Okay.
Having said that, if you have any panacea, any pill, medication, so you can tell me what should I
Mm.
do further
Surely,
to
surely.
enhance my communication skill.
Surely, surely. Yes, so first of all, it was a wonderful session. You are a very good speaker. I can see that you've taken, like you said, 1 year, 2 months, you've taken more than 200 sessions here and you're practicing, you're doing everything basically. And I can see that in your conversation. That being said, I felt like sometimes when you were giving answers, sometimes in between, there was a little bit of fumble or a little bit of pause wherein you were saying. Now, pauses are completely fine. Obviously, we are humans, we have to think and then we speak, right? So, what I want you to try, so from your next session onwards, or whenever you talk, you have a conversation in English, next time, whenever you get this urge to use you have to just stop. It is better if I talk like this. And so, if you speak or if you do that, this is much more noticeable, right? That oh, she's struggling a little bit. But whereas if I say so, you can definitely do that after you are done with it. I took pauses in both the sentences, but the second one was a little less noticeable because I was taking pauses instead of saying um. That is
Okay.
something I want you to try. All right.
Okay.
Vocabulary was very good. You did use a lot of new words. What
Mhm.
I would recommend more is that try to use even more words. So the simple, ordinary words that you use, try to revamp and use some other words, right? Sometimes we're so fixated on the simple, everyday words that we do not focus that, hey, I can, try better. Instead of just incorporating different words, try to replace those simple words. All right. All in all, wonderful session.
Okay.
All
That's
right.
okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Anything else?
Nothing. I would love to meet you again.
Yeah, surely, surely. I'd love to talk to you
So,
again. We'll discuss about something else.
yeah,
Okay.
okay. Okay, have a great day ahead, man.
Thank you, thank you,
Bye.
thank you so much for coming. It was wonderful talking to
Okay.
you. Bye bye. Have a good
Same here.
evening.
Same here. Good evening, man. Bye. Bye.